have somebody who called in using the Zoom telephone number. Can I ask your name, please?
Yes, ma'am. It's Tammy Miller.
All right, let me find you real quick. Are you formally Tammy Hayes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, because otherwise, I know my file never shows your new name, so I'm sorry.
Yes, well, it's on my paperwork that came in the mail, the correct name.
I know, but my docket doesn't generate it that way. Okay, so it's Miller now?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I'm going to put you in the waiting room, Miss Miller, okay? All right, I have somebody who's logged on a device that says Reliance Communications. Could you state your name, please?
Hello?
Yeah, what's your name, please?
Hi, yes, Blake Linky.
All right, I can barely hear you, so I don't know if you're connected to Bluetooth in your vehicle or, oh, no. So
Yo,
what's your name again?
Blake Rinky.
Oh, Mr. Rinky, hi. Yeah, for some reason, we're having a hard time hearing you, but let me see here. All right, Mr. Rinky, in the matter of Kayla Taylor Forrest versus Blake Rinky, file number 2010-35508 DP. Mr. Rinky, obviously you're in compliance. That was adjourned to December 16th, okay?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Well, you didn't know that, but you can't call and check on Fridays, either with my office or the front of the court, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good Thanksgiving.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so in the matter of, let's see. Mr. Court, you want to come on up? One second, find paper. Put this in alphabetical order because I don't, I'll never be able to find anything. Okay. This is in the matter of Selena Sierra Vargas versus Aaron Michael Court, file number 21-49088DS. Mr. Court has appeared here in person. So Mr. Court, we're here on a show cause for failure to pay child support. We were here on October 29th of 24. I ordered you to pay $200. I released you on a PR bond. And you were to provide proof of employment by today's date. So have you paid the 200?
Yeah.
Okay, when did you pay it?
I thought that was the 200 from Bond West. That was the day of.
Okay, so, Ms. Stevenson, my notes say he didn't do so. But he's saying he did. Did you pay it as bond?
Yeah, I thought it was just for the bond.
So did somebody come pay it at the front of the court?
Yeah.
So does it show a $200 payment made on October 29th, Ms. Stevenson?
Let me double check, but I think it does not.
Who paid it?
My mother.
Did she pay it here or through a bonding agency?
I'm pretty sure it was for here.
Okay.
Yeah, the last payment we show was the September 17th, but I can go check the receipt book and see.
All right, well, I believe you did, but we'll figure that out. So have you been able to gain employment?
Yeah, I have wait on orientation.
You're waiting on orientation, where's that at?
McDonald's.
McDonald's, okay. And when do you think you'll be starting?
Hopefully they'll give me a call this week. That's all I know right now. They said I had to wait for a call for orientation because they don't do it in person for some reason anymore.
Okay, and are you applying other places too?
I've applied a couple other places like Walmart. There was some dispensaries and stuff like that just around here because I don't have a vehicle or license. So
How come you don't have a driver's license?
I've just never had one. I drove and got pulled over multiple times and they suspended it kind of thing. So
So you gotta pay those fees off.
I'm pretty sure those fees are already paid and as far as I know.
So all you gotta do is go take a driver's test.
Yeah, but I have the warrant and didn't think I could do it because of.
We don't have a warrant anymore.
Not anymore, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you need to get your driver's license.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, all right, so I'm going to adjourn this to December 9th. So we can see what's going on with your job. Keep applying at places.
Of course.
And you paid the 200. And when we come back on December 9th, I want to hear that you got a job somewhere. Sir, your arrearage is getting pretty high. And you're getting closer to being charged with a felony in the state of Michigan, and I'm sure you don't want that.
Nope.
But so if you can rake leaves, you can do something, earn some cash and start making payments on this, okay?
Yeah.
As soon as you get that job, you need to come in and report it to your caseworker, who is Jake Vasquez. And then until it starts coming out of your check, you need to make your payment in person.
I have to do it in person. I can't do it online or anything.
Yeah, you can do it online,
Okay.
but every week, make a payment, or when you get your paycheck, if it didn't come out, make a payment.
Okay, I can do that.
And you're supposed to pay $238 a month, but you're gonna need to pay about $50 extra.
Okay, that's fine.
So if you pay $300 a month, that'll make us happy.
Sounds good.
All right, so we will see you back here on December 9th, and hopefully we have some payments by then, all right?
That's good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Now, Can I ask which McDonald's that is?
South Main or North?
South?
The one by the mall?
Yeah.
Okay, the one by the mall.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Jennifer, Haravia,
Yeah, it's Trull now, but
what is it now?
Trull.
Troll,
Trull.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh, come on up. So this is in the matter of Jennifer Troll, right? Versus Edward Boylock, file number 2009 33900 DP. Mr. Blaylock was ordered to appear. He failed to appear. So I will issue a bench warrant for his arrest, and I will set bond in the amount of $3,150.
okay, yeah, he didn't pay anything that you ordered him to pay.
Well, that's probably why he's not here today.
Yeah, I figured as much.
All right, well, thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
call cannot be complete.
Hi, you know what? I think I was supposed to call booking. I have a pickup, Thomas Kovell.
Kovell
Yeah, you want me to call downstairs?
for Andrew.
Yeah.
All right, I love him.
All right, thank you.
Yep, bye.
Bye. And in the back, what was your name again? All right, you want to come on up? Is on Zoom. So you just stand at the podium. All right, Mr. Ingraham, if you'd like to start your video and audio, please.
Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes, I can. This is in the matter of Carissa Luma versus Alexander Ingraham, file number 2013-39357 DP. Ms. Luma is present in person and Mr. Ingraham has appeared via Zoom. All right, so this is a show cause for failure to pay. Mr. Ingraham is ordered to pay $579 a month. He has an arrearage of $8,908.09. So Mr. Ingraham, you are right at the felony level. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so at any time, the Attorney General's office could charge you with a 4-year felony and you would be incarcerated. So we have a pending income withholding. Are you employed by Metal Technologies?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, how long have you worked there?
Since the 14th of last month.
Okay, have they been taking money out of your paycheck?
Not yet, but I've been paying every week until that happens.
Okay, so you're ordered to pay $579 a month, and so the last payment we received was November 12th. You paid $170. So you're doing what I asked. You're making that payment online until it starts coming out.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, and Miss, she agrees. So very good. So what I'm gonna do is, well, Mr. Anderson, or Mr. Vasquez isn't here today, but he's making the payments he's supposed to be making. He is employed. How do you wish to proceed today, Ms. Stevenson?
Your Honor, could we just adjourn it out one more time just to verify that that withholding starts coming in, please?
Okay, so I'm gonna set it out to December 16th, Mr. Ingraham. If the income withholding starts coming out, they'll probably dismiss it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so keep the job. You're doing a good job. Thank you. All
Most definitely. Thank you.
right, and you need to start paying down that arrearage too, so.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. You're all set.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
Your Honor.
So you're here for 9:30. Miss Miller, in the matter of Tammy Sue Hayes, now known as Miller versus Bradley Thomas Hayes, file number 1989-11586 DM. It's like a Taylor Swift album. So Miss Hayes, Mr. Hayes has failed to appear. This is arrearages only in the amount of $37,816.96. I'm going to issue a bench warrant for failure to appear. And I will set bond in the amount of 10,000 cash. All right, Miss Miller?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
In the 6 spot, I mean, in the 5 spot. Just one key by itself with X's on it. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Wilson, go ahead and unmute your device. Let me find you here. Somewhere. Sir, your name is Deon Wilson? Sir, is your name Deon Wilson?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay, yep, I can hear you. All right, so this is, do you have this one, Joanne?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, thank
this
you.
is in the matter of Ionia Folk versus Deon Demetrius Wilson, file number 20-47450 DP. So this was heard by Judge Olsaver on Friday, and he adjourned it to this morning. So Mr. Wilson, you have a monthly charge of $35 a month and a rearage of $6,337.85. The last payment we received was $251.26 on August 25th of 2021. We have confinement charging for 2 children and medical support for 3 children. Ms. McGrain, do we still okay, I guess I didn't know what confinement was retroactively. A small part of the balance is due to Ms. Folk and
It was one. You still here? Oh, yeah. All right.
okay, so sir, you referenced a period of confinement. How long were you confined, incarcerated?
I was confined to like I think it was 2010. Then I got basically to 2011. Also immediately after that, I applied for Social Security. I'm currently on Social Security. I'm disabled. One of the issues is I have child support in Jackson. I gave the paperwork to Lenawee County first, as far as let them know I'm on Social Security. Then I went to Jackson like about a month later. Well, Jackson told me, hey, Lenawee County is still charging you child support, and they're not supposed to because you're on Social Security. You need to let them know that.
I don't think Social Security bars you from paying child support.
Huh?
Ms. Stevenson, my understanding is they still pay on Social Security, correct?
Well, it's not just that. It's
Hold
also
on, Ms. Stevenson, I don't have audio on you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I believe his support was stopped because he was on SSI. That's why there's no child support charging. However, there is medical support and confinement that's due to the state of Michigan.
All right. So, Mr. Wilson, yeah, that's why you've got a $35 a month charge.
okay. Well, the other.
Are you on SSI or SSD? Because SSD pays out to the kids.
Right.
You're
I don't
on
have
SSI.
No, I'm not on SSD. I'm on SSI.
Right. So you still have to pay those other things because they're owed to the state. So that's why your charge is so low.
Well, the other issue is the fact that they put 2 children on me that I wanted DNA test on.
You what?
I have 3 children on there. My 2 daughters, it became an issue that they may not be mine. So I put in paperwork and I wanted a DNA test, and for some reason or another, they are automatically considered mine. And that's another issue.
Okay. Did you dispute their paternity 4 years ago?
I didn't have I filled out the paperwork 4 years ago. In 2020, it was during COVID.
Okay. Well, we're not here on that. You can file a referee hearing on that. We're here just because you have a monthly charge of $35 a month for confinement and Medicaid. There is no child support order. So do you understand you're required to make that payment?
I understand now.
Okay. So, Mr. Wilson, are you living in Jackson still? Yep.
Yes.
Okay. And Ms. Stevenson, I'm not sure. Do you I don't know about the confinement issue or from his incarceration, whether, I mean, this arrearages is just Medicaid and confinement, not child support, right?
There's a small balance that's due to her from.
I can't hear you. No, it's because you're too far away.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. There is a small balance that's due in fees and a small balance that's due to her in previous child support.
Still can't hear you. I mean, I can hear you, but we can't record you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yep, we can hear you now.
Okay. Okay. There's a small balance that's due in fees, and there's a small balance that's due to the custodial parent for previous child support. And then the rest of it's due to the state of Michigan.
All right. All right. So Mr. Wilson, again, we're left with your order to pay $35 a month, even on Social Security. I think you could pay $35 a month. So I'm going to need you to start making that payment online every month.
Okay.
So do you know how to pay online?
No, I'm pretty sure I can Google it.
Okay. It's the Michigan Child Support. Just Google pay on child support online Michigan or something. And then I'm going to adjourn this out to December 16th to see if you made a payment. All right.
Okay.
You get paid the first of the month. So by then you should have made a payment online. All right.
Okay.
All right. So we will see you back on December 16th at 8 a.m. Thank you.
All
right. Mr. Kovell.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This is in the matter of Sarah Mae Suchman versus Thomas Allen Kovell. File number 23-51283DS. Mr. Kovell, we were last here on July 15th of 24. You failed to appear for the show cause. At that time, I issued a bench warrant for your arrest. Bond was set in the amount of $1,400. You have a monthly charge of $188 a month for child support. As of today's date, you have an arrearage of $2,088.98. With the last payment being $55.82 on November 14 of 24. Are you employed?
Yes, I just got my 90 days in.
Where's that at?
Toledo Tool and Die.
Okay.
Down in
And
Pioneer, Ohio.
All right, Mr. Anderson, is that where we got the income withholding on November 14?
Yes, I believe so. That's I'm looking that up right now. Yeah, yep, that's it right there.
All right, so Mr. Kovell, I'm going to release you on a PR bond. What time do you work?
I work from 8 to 4.
Okay. So hopefully you're okay. We're going to release you on a PR bond. I'm going to set this out for January. I'm going to set it out to Becky. Can I have a date in January? I don't really have any dates on here for January.
You're just looking for a FOC date?
Yeah, the 13th.
13th is good.
All right, I'm going to set this out to January 13th, and I want and keep those payments coming in. And if you're making the payments, we'll dismiss it. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. You have a good day.
You too.
You can have see. You're gonna have PR paperwork coming up.
I was just told I was good to go.
No, it's PR paperwork.
All right. All right. Hopefully he doesn't lose his job. Okay. In the matter of, well, somebody on an iPhone. All right. If somebody who's just joined on an iPhone, can I ask your name, please?
Jody Colrus.
All right, I'm gonna change your screen name. And hold on one second. Right, so I'm going to change your screen name and I am finishing up in front of the court docket. So as soon as I'm done with that, I will call your case when it's time. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Matter of Dorinda Williams versus Timothy Williams. That matter, file number 1990-12245 DM has been adjourned to December 9th. In the matter of Brittany Stoddard versus Sean Dickerson, file number 2007-31358 DP. There's a monthly charge of $155 and a rearage of $8,109.73. Last payment we received was November or $11.49 on May of this year. I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest for failure to appear. I'm going to set bond in the amount of $5,000. In the matter of Courtney Hogue versus Terrence Maps. File number 2009-33665 DP. In this matter, Mr. Max is ordered to pay $221 a month. Today's date, we have a rearage of $28,416. We have not received a payment since February. I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest for failure to appear. Set bond in the amount of $10,000. In the matter of Catherine Rink versus Michael Lewis, file number 2009-34541. Mr. Lewis is always here, like he never misses court. So I'm not going to issue a bench warrant for him just because for the last 4 years he's always appeared. So I'm going to adjourn this to December 16th. If we can just make sure the notice of hearing goes out today. All right. In the matter of Rachel Donald versus Joshua Donald. File number 2013-39592 DM. Mr. Donald was ordered to appear. He's failed to do so. He has a monthly charge of $235 a month and a rearage of $40,851.19. Last payment we received was $671 back in March of 24. I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest for failure to appear. I'm going to set bond in the amount of $10,000. In the matter of Mackenzie Anderson versus Nicholas Wagatha, file number 2013-39610 DS. That matter has been adjourned to December 9. In the matter of Randy Lynn Gallagher versus Manuel Bowman, file number 2014-40730 DP. That matter has been dismissed. In the matter of Molly Neiman versus Paul Schneider, file number 2016-42744 DP. Mr. Schneider was ordered to appear. He's failed to do so. I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest. He's supposed to pay $75 a month. There's a rearage of $1,551. He made a payment of $2.41. I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest and set bond in the amount of $750. The matter of Sarah Cundiff versus Simon Cundiff, file number 2016-43448 DM. That matter has been adjourned to December 16. I do not have paperwork on Maldonado, so in the matter of Jamie Lovelet versus Nicholas Maldonado, file number 21-484 14UE. I don't have paperwork for that. Anybody?
Actually, I do have the court notes here. I'm not sure why they weren't sent up.
I'll adjourn it to December 16 at 8 a.m. In the matter of Zachary Pinkard versus Hannah Pinkard, file number 22-49975 This is the date and time set for a show cause. Mr. Pinkard has failed to appear. This is a monthly charge of $180 and a arrearage of $1,525. I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest for failure to appear. And I'm going to set bond in the amount of $1,525. All right, so that concludes our front of the court show cause docket, correct?
That's it. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, thank you both. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Mr. Sala, or what are you on?
Cole Russ, Barnhart.
Okay.
Barnhart versus Cole
Yep,
Russ.
yep, and they're both here. Good. All right, Mr. Barnhart, you want to come up? Becky, I have my stack of judges' copies on my standing desk. All right,
Hi.
this is in the matter of, oh, let me get her in here. And Mr. Sala, you're appearing on behalf of Miss Colress, correct?
Correct.
All right, this is in the matter of Terry Lee Barnhart versus Jody Michelle Colress, file number 2016 dash. I'm sorry. I'll break about that. File number 2016-43454 DC. I have Stanley M. Sala appearing on behalf of the defendant. The plaintiff is present in the courtroom in person. Ms. Colress and her attorney are zooming in separately. I have an objection to a, well, we got a objection to a referee's recommendation and order. That was filed, Mr. Sala, by you, so you may proceed.
Yeah, Your Honor, this was filed. The objection was granted. We submitted a proposed order, and there was an objection under the 7-day rule to the order. Is where we're at with this. It was an order regarding the date when, in fact, the Social Security for Mr. Barnhart started. It was an error on the part of the front of the court, and it was corrected by this court. And we submitted a proposed order, and Mr. Barnhart objected to it. The order modifying support should start April 1st of 2024, not March of 2023. And that's what the order did. And he's objecting to that order, but he was not here. His objection indicates that arrears for givens from March 23rd, 23 to April 1st, 24. I don't know where that came from, but my clients indicated there's been no forgiving of any support obligation. Obviously, when the Social Security took effect, it was changed. But up until that point, the support was still as ordered, and that's what our order proposed. And that's what the court granted.
Okay, and then he also, so he filed that objection. And did you see the other one that he didn't receive any notice via mail? I was informed by a neighbor that another tenant tampered with my court documents and he never received the notice of hearing.
I did see that, but I noticed it received the notice of a 7-day order. So I guess I'm not aware of why he wouldn't have got the first one, but he got the second.
So, Mr. Barnhart, the gist of this is you're saying that you were given an arrearage forgiveness from March 23rd of 23 to April 1st of 24.
I was under the impression, Your Honor, when I was dealing with front of the court back in 23, when I started the whole process of Social Security and we've had our conversations, I filed the necessary paperwork with the front of the court downstairs. And I believe the lady that was handling it was Jody Hartman. She did a ruling. I objected to it. And then that's when Mr. McFarland took over. And then during that time frame, I was providing documentation from multiple doctors, you know, and I went through the process of Social Security, trying to get my disability, which I did. And so I filed the necessary paperwork. I'm under the impression from the ruling from Mr. McFarland that the paperwork I got stated that I don't have to pay Jody from the time I submitted the proper paperwork, and I think it was February of 23, until my Social Security took effect in 24. That's the impression that I was. And I've always turned my paperwork in religiously to, you know, the people downstairs, and always made my appointments, except for this last one I was not aware of.
All right, so I have a front of the court order, Mr. Sala, and I'm just,
Yeah, I have that order too. I attached it as an exhibit and doesn't reference any forgiveness for that.
so what was the date you started receiving disability?
The first time I received, ma'am, was May of this year. That's my first payment. And during that process, I was waiting. You know, I actually got an attorney that was supposed to help me, and now, because there was supposed to be back pay, there was no back pay. You know, we talked before, you were asking if there was any, you know, they denied me. They didn't deny me, so I got it, you know, within a year, whatever that time was. But I had to go through the process of, you know, turning in all kinds of, you know, doctor's reports, you know, all that stuff. And, you know, finally I got my Social Security, and I know my son right now is receiving Social Security benefits. And should something happen to me, he will be taken care of.
So I'm not seeing an order anywhere. And Mr. Sala, I do see that you did due diligence, emailing back and forth with the front of the court to find out if there was any arrearage forgiveness. Were you able, I see what Ms. Kniza was like, we can't pass that any information on due to federal regulations, but I'm not seeing anything in writing that says you got forgiveness for that amount.
I was told from the front of the court, because I was in contact with Mr. McFarland's secretary. I believe her name was Michelle. So I would go down there and I talked to her, and so I took the paperwork.
Okay, so there's no order.
I was told, ma'am, I was just told that that was dismissed. I got paperwork from Mr. McFarland stating that I was under no obligation from February when I submitted the original paperwork, which was dealt with by Jody Hartman, who didn't have enough paperwork or enough documentation to make a ruling. So what I had to do at that time was file an objection, and that's when Mr. McFarland got involved. And then I had to, you know, present all the doctor's information.
But you have no order.
I have paperwork. Well, there may not be an order, ma'am, but I do have the paperwork said that I'm not under, I think that was from Mr. McFarland.
Okay, so if there's no order, it doesn't happen. So the court speaks to its orders. So Mr. Sala, I mean, you've provided all the documentation, Mr. Sala. So I'm just gonna double check that there's not something I'm missing, and then I'll just issue an order on this. Okay, Mr. Sala?
Yes, but the last paragraph of that order should be stricken. I don't know why that's in there. It says that the therapeutic support order shall be the order of the court. I don't think there's any therapeutic counseling at this point, so that should be stricken. Mr. Barnhart, correct? There's no therapeutic counseling, right?
Yeah, Ryan walked out, refused to deal. Yeah.
So no, okay. All right, so, okay, let me make a note. And okay, all right, we'll just issue an order. All right, thank you.
Ma'am, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
That order actually could be submitted as written because it says up until April of 24, so it doesn't matter anyway. So for the therapy.
Would you agree with that?
I'm sorry, ma'am, I don't have my hearing aids.
Yeah, so go ahead, Mr. Sala.
The order indicates that the therapeutic support order shall be the order of the court until 24th of April 24. So that's passed anyway. So there's no more pursuant to the order.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you said.
It was only up until the 24th of April, which is passed. So it's no longer in order anyway, so that can stay in this order.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right, and I think Mr. Sala, hold on, sometimes they take your orders. Can you email that to Sierra, Mr. Sala?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, you're all set.
Can I
Thank
have
you.
one more question, Your Honor, to you? I'm trying to pay my arrearages. I've been trying to help people that help me set something up where it's direct deposited. I mean, do you have any recommendations so I can have stuff taken out every month from my social security?
There's certain things we can't withdraw money from, and
Is that,
depending on the nature of the social security you receive, that would be something.
but they can take it out of my bank account though, right? Once I get my social security.
I don't know how front of the court does it.
Okay,
I'm
right.
not in charge of front of the court. So you can go down to the front window and ask them. Otherwise, you just have to pay it online.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
all right, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Sala. And let's see, in the matter of Carol Rembert versus Milton Rembert. Are you Carol Rembert?
Yes.
All right. This is file number 24-51355 DM. This hearing was scheduled at 8:30 this morning and it's 8:47. I do have Carol Rembert present. Milton Rembert Jr., I think he's a junior, filed an objection to the referee's recommendation in order. And he has failed to appear, so I'll dismiss the objection.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, court's in recess till 9 o'clock. thing.